So how's it going, bosses? Can you believe it's almost summertime already? I can't. I don't know where the last 5 months have gone already, but I thought it was about time I put together my top 5 signature-worthy summer scents. These are all going to be for the daytime because I will do another one for my top 5 nighttime fragrances for the summer. But I'm going to be back in just a second with my top 5 for the daytime. So welcome mate, you're watching the Luxury Fragrance Boss channel. My name's Scott, of course I'm the Luxury Fragrance Boss. Now as I said, I've put together my list of my top 5 signature worthy summer scents. These are all going to be for the daytime. As I said, I will be doing a top 5 for the evening as well, which is going to be slightly warmer scents, but still very, very summery scents with a little bit of freshness to them. I've also got a couple of honourable mentions as well. Now, just before we get into that, as I said, I think it was in today or yesterday's Instagram post, I will be posing the question in this one halfway through the video for the chance to win the Rolex Eau de Parfum that I have here, 100ml bottle. And I've got the box here as well. I've used it once, so we'll be doing a review of that in the next couple of days, and that's where I want you to actually answer the question. So halfway through, I'm going to answer I'm going to ask you the question, and then I want you to answer with. Unfortunately, as I said as well a couple of days ago in another video, this is only open to US residents and also UK residents. The reason for that is it's very, very hard to ship internationally. For some bizarre reason, I can't ship it everywhere, but I will be traveling to the States next Friday, so a week from now, and I've also got a friend traveling to the UK, so that's the only way that we can get it there and ship it ground. So let's crack on. So first of all, let's do my first 2 honourable mentions. The reason I'm going to do this as honourable mention is because you know how much I love this fragrance, and it features in a lot of my top 5, so I didn't want to put it in this one, but Molecule 01 to me is just a mind-blowing summer fragrance, and it doesn't get much better than a signature fragrance for something that reacts very, very personally to your skin. I know some people can't smell this one, but to me this one is just an absolute wonder. It's one of my most complimented fragrances as well. By the look of it, I will be having to buy a big bottle because my wife loves this one as well. But yeah, Molecule 01. If you haven't tried this one, it's definitely worth getting your hands on a sample to try it, see if it works for you, because if it does, it's an absolutely mind-blowing fragrance. It's also beast mode as well if it works for you. So first honourable mention there is Molecule 01. And the second one is a very, very recent one that I've discovered. I was sent the collection from Terence Hughes recently, which thank you so much, Aaron, for sending me the collection to try out and also review. But if you're looking for an oud for the summer, I've found that, I found that Acqua di Parma's oud here is fantastic for the summer because it's very light as well. But Terence Hughes Oud, this one's just got such a, if you imagine Acqua di Parma's Colonia Oud, but take out some of those citrusy notes and add in some leather, but this one's a really light oud. It's also very, very powerful oud as well. This one lasts forever. I could still smell this on my seatbelt a couple of days later after wearing it. But yeah, fantastic. Unfortunately, just available in the UK at the moment. Hopefully available in the States very, very soon. But yeah, only available at a few retailers in the UK. It's available on Terence Hughes' website. I'll post the links as well. Bloom Perfumery, and also I want to try and get this right, Fantasia, I believe it is. I keep getting the name of that store wrong, which I do apologise for. But yeah, all the links will be below with the descriptions of the fragrances. So let's crack on to the top 5 then. For number 5, I've not really put these in any order. These are all 5 fantastic fragrances. But yeah, for number 5, I'm going to go with Gallivant, and I'm going to go with London. Now, what I love about this one reminds me of sitting out in an English lawn in the summer, sipping on a gin and tonic with a slice of cucumber in it. That is exactly the smell that I get from this. It's got like a couple of little floral notes in there that remind you of just sitting in a garden, but there's also that cucumber note in there, and to me it's a perfect sort of, well, you've also got juniper in there as well. So to me it's it really is like sipping a gin and tonic out on an English lawn, or maybe in like a pub beer garden in the middle of the summertime. So yeah, very, very good summertime fragrance. As usual, all of these are going to be top performers. There's one thing that I go for in fragrances. When you're spending this kind of money, you want something that's going to perform. You want something with longevity. You want something with great, not massive projection, but you want something that does perform overall. And so, anything that I recommend in the top 5, you're always going to get great longevity out of it. You're never have to worry about any performance. So in number 5, we've got Gallivant London. So in number 4, this will probably come as no surprise to you. This is also one of my favourite fragrances, and I do feature this one a lot in my top 5s. It's just because it's such an amazing, it's such a versatile fragrance. And I mean, no matter what time of year it is, this always seems to find a way of bringing out the best in it for whatever that time of year is. The one, of course, I'm talking about is Halfeti, one of my favourite beast mode fragrances. But I mean, in the winter time and in the autumn time, this one you really pick up on those warm notes. But in the summertime, you get those citrusy notes and those light spices, and it's just an absolute incredible fragrance. It seems to thrive in absolutely any sort of kind of climate. As I said, it's beast mode. This is one of the longest lasting fragrances I own. I mean, Terence Hughes Oud is a very, very long lasting fragrance as well. But I put this in the category with Interlude. I find Aventus lasts a long time on me. I've got another one as well, and I can't think for the life of me which one it is. It might come to me. Oh, Santal 33 as well, very, very long lasting fragrance. But yeah, I mean, as far as this one's got massive projection as well. So if you're looking, I mean, this one's definitely a signature worthy fragrance. I know quite a few of you out there that do watch my channel have actually gone ahead and bought this after I've after I featured it in quite a few top 5s, and you absolutely love it. So I mean, this one will always be in my top 5. It's actually in my top 5 of my sort of all-time favourite fragrances as well, and it definitely deserves to be there. And it's also a very reasonable price as well. So let's get into the top 3 now. In the top 3, I'm going to put, well, in number 3, I'm going to put Imperial by Boadicea the Victorious. I absolutely love this fragrance. The best way I can describe this one is it's got a similar vibe to Aventus. It doesn't smell like Aventus, but it's got that sort of very sort of wealthy money sort of smell about it, which is something that I really do enjoy about this fragrance. It's definitely a very, very classy fragrance. It's perfect for the office. It's got just enough sort of projection that it's not overwhelming, but you are going to get smelled. But it's just a very, very pleasant fragrance. Let's go over the notes of this one. I'm not going to go over the notes of everything that I'm talking about, because some of them I've reviewed many times before. So in the top notes of this one, you've got Angelica, Rosewood, Lavender and Birch. In the heart notes, you've got Geranium, Rose, White Jasmine and Freesia, which keep it nice and fresh. In the base notes, you've got Leather, Rock Rose, Indian Sandalwood, Patchouli, Cambodian Oud and Gaiac Wood. But yeah, to me, this, if you're looking for something really, really classy, a nice alternative to like an Aventus vibe, definitely worth checking out. And that's Boadicea the Victorious, and that's Imperial. Right, so number 2, it's going to be hard for me to choose between these two because these are phenomenal fragrances, but I'm going to put one that I've talked about before in number 2, and that is Veranda. For me, this is just many of you will know if you watch my channel regularly, I just absolutely love boozy fragrances. And to me, this is one of the best ones out there. If you're looking for that sort of single malt whiskey vibe, but something that's suitable for summer and the hotter weather, this is definitely where it's at. Of course, this one's an extrait, which is why it comes in a smaller bottle. So it just comes in the 30ml bottle. But I mean, what a phenomenal fragrance you get for the money that obviously you don't need to wear as much of it because it is more powerful as an extrait. So it only takes sort of two or three sprays. But yeah, I mean, this one's just absolutely phenomenal. I know many of you out there are big fans of boozy fragrances like me. Obviously, my number 1 will always be Straight to Heaven Extreme, this one right here, which I'm actually wearing today. Of course, that's rum, and I will be wearing that through the summer. Probably, it's more of an evening fragrance for me, despite the fact I wore it during the day today. But it was a bit cooler here. But yeah, I mean, this one, this is definitely in my top 5 fragrances as well. As I've said before, I do love boozy fragrances, and yeah, I mean, for a lovely whiskey vibe, and funny enough, as it develops, it takes on a tiny bit of rumminess to it as well, so it does go a little bit rum, but yeah, it's a nice blend of the two sort of smells, or two notes, maybe I should say. But yeah, absolutely stunning fragrance and a very long lasting one as well. So that's Veranda in at number 2. So just before I get into my number 1 then, I wanted to give you the question, of course, to win the Rolex Eau de Parfum. Now, of course, as I said at the beginning, this is only, unfortunately, it's only available, or it's only going to be available to the UK and also the US because of shipping restrictions. I'm traveling to the US and I've also got a friend traveling to the UK, so that means I can ship it in either of those because I will taking it on the flight with me, and then I can post it from there. So the question is, what are the name of my two cats? For many of you, if you watch the channel regularly, I'm sure you will know that my two horrible little cats that are destroying my home and often appear in the videos recently. Thankfully, they're very, very nosy, so they're quite easy to get pictures of. But yeah, I mean, if you don't follow me on Instagram, make sure you do that because they appear in quite a few of the pictures, and I normally mention their names in them as well. So yeah, what the name of my two very, very nosy, naughty little cats. So let's get on to my number one fragrance then. Now, this is from a house that I discovered at the beginning of this year, and I'm so happy that I did. They offered to send me pretty much most of their collection. The house I'm talking about is Fragrance Dubois. As many of you will know, one of my favourite fragrances of all time is their Oud Violet Intense. That's not the one I'm picking though for today. For summer, Oud Blue Intense is just absolutely insanely good. The name gives it away as to what it is. I mean, it is a blue fragrance. This one really is a wonderful aquatic fragrance, but it's also got a deep oudness about it as well. I mean, one thing fantastic about Fragrance Dubois is that they grow their own sustainable oud. They started doing this 10 years ago, and I mean, their presentations as well. Let me just open up the small one. So this is the small one. This is my Oud Vert here. But I mean, this one's the 15 mil. I've also got 100 mil of my Oud Violet as well. But yeah, in here, and then you've got the little envelope in there where you get a little chip of the sandalwood itself. Sorry, not the sandalwood, the oud wood itself. And then you also get a little certificate right there, which tells you what batch and everything like that your oud wood came from. So, I mean, absolutely insane, and like I say, beautifully packaged. I mean, they're not cheap fragrances, but I mean, the quality of them is absolutely stunning. So yeah, Oud Blue, if you're looking for a beautiful aquatic, but definitely you still want that oud in it and something that smells absolutely quality and to die for signature wise, definitely check that one out. So there we go, there's my top 5 for daytime signature worthy summer scents. I really hope you enjoyed that. Please, as usual, like, comment and subscribe below the video right there in the comment section. Don't forget to hit that notification bell as well. That way you know anytime I'm releasing a new video. As I said, I will be doing a top 5 summer evening scents as well, so that's becoming very, very soon. And also look out for that Rolex review, which will be coming up in the next couple of days. Besides that, don't forget to follow me on Instagram as well. You can find me at Luxury Fragrance Boss. As I said, that's where you're going to find the names of the cats in some of the posts. And also keep up to date with my scent of the day, anything else that's going on, and I post all my new videos and stuff like that on there. Besides that, stay smelling fantastic. I hope everyone's looking forward to summer. Let me know what your top 5 signature worthy summer scents would be in the comments section below. As I said, stay smelling fantastic. Look forward to seeing you very soon, and thank you so much for watching.